Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a controversial view. Now, today we're going to be talking about Martyrs. Now, I've had the rated version of Martyrs in my collection for a very long time, and it stayed sealed, slipcover and everything. It wasn't until I got the unrated version that I actually popped it open and watched it. And since then, I've watched both. So I can literally comment on both, what's in one, what's in the other. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just wouldn't watch it because I guess I couldn't see everything. Which has a lot to do with this movie. If you've seen it, you understand what I mean. So Martyrs is a very controversial movie for the sake of its subject matter. Now, in the unrated version, you have clips of child abuse, of regular abuse, and pretty graphic violence. In the rated version, they cut a lot of the child abuse out, which is weird because they don't really cut any of the blood and gore. At least not that I remember. But anyway, this is not a synopsis. I'm not going to say a whole lot about this film because this is one you pretty much have to experience for yourself. And I don't want to spoil anything because I went into this movie when I watched it blind. I didn't know anything about it, which Joe actually knew a little something about it, but I didn't. The only thing I'd ever heard about this film is it's one of the hardest watches that anyone could watch. It's one of the most extreme movies ever. Now, of course, that's subjective because everybody's going to have a different view of what is extreme and what's not. But what's weird is this movie didn't really affect me like that. I actually really like this film. I'll let Joe tell you how he feels about it when you see his video. But I really do like this film. To me, it was something different. Even though the subject matter has been used in other things. But I think it was the ending that ultimately won me over for the film. And the sense of dread. I mean, it's not a feel-good film, let's just be honest. And maybe I like some not-so-happy films, I guess. I don't know, I guess I've been desensitized to all the horror I've seen. And I've seen quite a few extreme movies. That was kind of my mission at one time, to find the most extreme stuff and watch it. So I would go on lists on YouTube and Google to find out, the top 5 or the top 10 most disturbing movies ever. And while I've learned a lot since then, because most people don't have the access to stuff like Us Only, Rick, good buddy, really good guy. Learned a lot from him too. But there's a lot of stuff out there. But then you have the mainstream extreme films, like a Serbian film, The Human Centipede, Martyrs, movies like that. Dead Girl, I believe, was on there. And, that was my quest at one time, is to see all those films. And I have most of them in my collection. And like I said, then there's the more extreme films, which some of them are really fun. But, yeah, I tend to like that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Who knows? But I never really take it seriously, and I find entertainment in a lot of odd things, if you couldn't tell. For those of you who have watched my channel, I do find a lot of entertainment in odd things. Anyway. So, the controversy. Back to the controversy. Which is, of course, child abuse. But there is a little bit more to find out when you watch this film. For example, I'll give you a couple more tastes of what is controversial about it, because I think a lot of people know that this is an extreme film and hard to watch, and just the subject matter alone makes it controversial. But The two actresses that played Anna and Lucy actually said that they would never work with that director again. Thought that was very interesting. I tried to find out why, but they never really said. So I couldn't find it. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm dying to find out. And something else that's pretty interesting is, and of course this is without giving anything away, the director actually wrote this film when he was in a deep bout of depression with suicidal thoughts. That's why this movie is so happy. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I've battled demons in my life, without getting too personal. But yeah, I mean, I definitely get where he was coming from when he wrote this. And maybe that's one of the reasons I'm drawn to this film. Like I said, it's a good film, but just know what you're getting yourself into. If the word extreme bothers you, don't watch this film, because it is extreme. It's not as gory as you might think, but the subject matter is what gets it for this film. So definitely do your research, know what you're getting yourself into, because I would not want anyone to watch this that would be triggered or, would really be hurt by this film. So do your research. But I do like this film. For people who do like extreme horror, I do recommend it. So don't forget to check out Joe's video to find out what he thinks of the controversy and this film. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.